More repairs. Well, I'm up on my Made in USA ladder, which doesn't have a shelf here. How annoying. I'm at the lake house, the lake log house, and the garage door to go out the back door won't re-engage. So what am I doing here? Fixing. It's got belt drive. Rubber belt, just like a Harley. And there's a stopper block here. And this gizmo slides forward. And there is a little finger that goes up and engages into that gap right there. So you slide this thing forward and it hits the stopper block, which was right there. And it wouldn't engage. Ah, now it engages. I removed everything, took it all apart. I'd have to grind into that piece of steel, which wasn't too attractive to me. So I said, well, can't move this, maybe I'll move the stopper block. So I removed it and I drilled. And luckily I just nicked the belt. Luckily when I went through with my hole, I just nicked the belt. Just caught the edge of it. So now I've moved this ahead 1/8 of an inch, which is not very much. Made a new hole with the drill. I got some burr on the inside. And I'll put my 2 machine screws in. And hopefully this door will function normally, because the people that live here couldn't open up the back door and drive right through because this wouldn't engage. I had to open it manually, which I guess it's a rough life. New Acura RDX, brand spanking new, 2 days ago. But I'll just stick with this bourbon. Got tools. Got hardwood, nice and dry, ready for a campfire. Alright, I flipped my ladder around. I've got the 2 little bolts tightened up for that blocker, stopper blocker. And let's see, that holds this thing unlocked. Let's let it go to lock. Slide it forward, and click, it locks. I don't know how they built this thing whenever they installed it without having this adjusted properly. Open. It's going to snap closed as I advance the track. Click. Now, another problem. Look at that. Of course, this is a 2-person job, or 2 hands rather. Oop, spider gears. Making spider webs. Pin in the hole and the hairpin clip to hold the pin goes in that hole right there. Snap. Now, I don't know why the adjustment was off, but let's hit the button and see what happens. And as the track goes past the arm, it should lock in place. Snap. I've got it locked down. There we go. See what happens. See what I blow up. Click. Holds the door nice and tight. Unlock it. A lot of tension there. Press the button. And the track slides backwards, or the little belt with the bracket with the tooth. Stop it. Slide it forward. And oop, hang on, I got it on macro. Let me take it off of macro. Give me a second. There, macro. All right, I gotta release this. There's the belt coupler, clamps the belt. That little space there, depression is where the finger goes up and locks. And you can't do it by pushing one thing or the other because there's tension on it. Keep the door closed tightly. So let's advance the belt. Click! And it opens. Fixed. All I had to do was remove the block and drill the track. And I was worried about it this afternoon that it'll be a big job and I'd be grinding and sparks would be flying. Huh, what do we got here? House on the lake. Why don't we move into this house? Pretty simple reason. The rooms are small. So, we're going to take down that tree right there. Be nice to move it while I get eaten by mosquitoes. Take that tree away. We're going to extend the master bedroom that way 10 feet, 3 meters. Then we're going to raise the roof. Because when you stand inside the house, you got to look down to look out to the lake. We got poop problems. Yep, poop problems. Nice lake house. All right, I got to go back to a nicely cleaned apartment that a guy just moved into a few days ago and clean the place because Fruit Loops was working next door and there was a hole between the apartments and the place filled up with dust. I mean, filled up. It's unbelievable, the poor guy. Well, that's what I have to take care of. 7:30, 8 o'clock. I just put a few nails in here. The trim here was popping off. This looks like new wood. But on the other side, the other garage door, the wood's rotting at the base. When you build a garage, you're supposed to build the walls 2 or 3 feet high, like this. Keeps the water from rotting the wood. But look at this. It's getting pokey here. So the trim was off, so I pulled it out and moved the nail up a little higher. Just starting to get rotten. Yep. And I took a piece of caulking out. Somebody put caulking in between the driveway and the garage wall because this thing slopes downhill. You can't really see it, but downhill slope, see? And all the water just sits here. This should have been built up into a swale and then drain the water off that way. Had it been done right, but whatever. I didn't do it. We'll have it redone maybe one day. Alright, this is all fixed up. I can go and clean an apartment that was just spotlessly cleaned 2 weeks ago. Oh boy. Watch it. I'm off to work. 7:30. Crazy.